So I'm recording on my for Rumble as well. So much going on right now. I thought I would fill you in on the latest because I haven't been on for a while. I was on vacation. Seems like I was only gone for a few days, and I was truthfully only gone for 3 or 4 nights, but it was beautiful. I went to my favorite spot in the whole wide world, so in Canada, one of them, anyways, the one I've been to. So, yeah, lots going on. Exciting times. Seriously, first things first, let's talk about the incident that happened to me today. I had got assaulted. I did. See me laughing? That's how serious I took it. Um, so, oh, hopefully I don't have food in my teeth. So let me tell you what happened. There's a lot of these pop-up rallies or assemblies, I should say, they've been at the Child and Family Services here in Calgary. And the last one, I was on vacation when it happened, was Thursday before today. So the one on Thursday I'll talk about. Agent One has shared it, and I believe Sarah Connor has shared it, and I shared it, and basically 24 policemen or police officers showed up to set a U shape around the door of Calgary Family Services. Now, this is the building where they didn't do an investigation when there was a report of rape, so of a 6-year-old boy. So this is the story we're talking about. If you haven't been following me for a bit and you're wondering what's happening, this is what's going on in relation to everything. This is what's happening because it affects like everybody here in the city. So, or in Alberta for that matter. So today, here I am standing at the same Calgary Family Services and there was way less cars than the last time. I think last Thursday, you guys did such an amazing job supporting this family. There was like 30, 40 people out there, and it was like amazing. Like, I really appreciate the people who do come out and support. You know who you are. So today, um, there's no police officers when we show up, but the one lady, Barbara, I'll just say her first name, saw us, and she got out of her car at lunchtime and then got back in her car and left. So she was on the phone really quickly telling everybody in the office that we were back again and blah, 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 whatever. We have every right to assemble. So I'm out there on the megaphone, and I just was giving statistics like about how 17% of children in Alberta under the age of 18 are in foster care. Like, that's a huge number. And 49 children died in foster care last year, and 39 of them were Indigenous. Like, I talked about the judge and all of this stuff, and all of, to me, out of nowhere, this big man, like, I'm 5'9", 5.5, 5'9.5", like, I'm not a small woman, comes up, and this guy's like 6'4" or 6'5", like, creepy too, and he's like, do you have a permit for that microphone? And I'm like, I don't need no permit. And I'm like yelling in the microphone, and he's right at the end of the microphone, like the megaphone, like right at the end, being intimidating. And I'm like, get away from me. Like, you have no, like, get away from me. He goes, you don't have any right to be here. And I said, you have no right to be here in front of me like this. You're being whatever. I don't even know what I said at first, but I told him to get away. And uh, he just came back at me, like, and shoved the megaphone out, and it hit me. And then he shoved me again. And then he shoved another lady, and like, he was out to hit women, like, there's no other way. And I'm not going to use the guy's name who interjected, but a man interjected. I'll just call him pureblood. And basically threw the guy to the ground. And after he had himself been had his glasses, like like the guy had swiped at him. So anyways, there's a big altercation. And I just kept standing my ground, and I'll put the little video. I was kind of like, whatever. I don't know if I should put the video. We'll see. Because I don't want to cause any more personal problems to anybody. But this isn't the first time. that this has happened to me where men have come up and been whatever. So I just stood my ground completely. And while he was walking away, I just kept saying like things like, you're probably one of them. Like, get your skullet and get out of here. Like, what I call a skullet is he was bald on top and then he had like really creepy hair to here. Like, if your hair is like that, cut it. You look weird. I'm just saying, from a female perspective, don't have that hairdo. You just give women the creeps. Just get a good haircut. Anyways, so he was intimidating and whatever. So, anyways, Pure Blood got him the heck out of there, and people were videotaping. It was videotaped. Anyways, somebody phoned um, the police. It wasn't me. It wasn't me that phoned the police. I know better. So, three women cops showed up. And I was like, wow, I'd never seen. They're all like fairly nice, helpful. Where are you getting us all? Do you want us to call the MT? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Are you sure? Like, is there something we can do for you? And I'm like, no, the guy's weird. Go arrest him. Like, do you want to press charges? And I'm like, I don't consent to enter any contract with you. Thanks. No. And they were like, I'm like, thanks for doing your job. Like, whatever. So they're in the parking lot. And then it went from them responding to an assault to them trying to kick us off the property within about 2 minutes. No, I'm not judging people according to their appearance. I'm just joking with you on the situation. Like, it's seriously a joke. But seriously, some people do give off the wrong appearance by not taking care of themselves. The guy was what they call a 21. The police called it a 21, which is mentally ill, I think, or something. He was on something. There's no reason for him to attack. That's all I'm saying. And, like, what kind of a man comes out of nowhere and attacks women? That's all I'm asking. Like, I'm going to judge you based on your appearance because you did give me creepy vibes. You are an abuser. You're an abusive person. So, anyways, but oh yeah, I didn't get your joke. Sorry. You can't judge according to the appearance, or I'd never get out of jail. Oh, I didn't read the last part. Sorry. Haha. You're so funny. That is a funny joke. But no, you do look like a creeper if your hair is like that. I'm just sticking with the facts. So, anyways, yeah, this guy was like very invasive and whatever else, and it was kind of funny, but it led me to believe a whole bunch of things. First of all, there is a fewer number of police officers that are coming to respond to these events. Number one. And number two, like they did try and tell us, oh, it's public private property and you're not allowed to be on here because you don't have any business. And I'm like, we all have business with those people. That's why we're here. Do an investigation. Blah blah blah. Like, make them do an investigation. And um anyhow, so long story short, I ended up having to leave there because of personal reasons. But anyways, I left there at about 2:30, and it was still going on. There were still lots of people there, but there was like children. A man brought his children and was trying to, reason with the police officers and that. And it just seems like they are protecting these people who work at Child and Family Services, and I just have questions about it. So, other things that are coming out in that's exciting news is now we all see that Epstein and SBF are all related. SBF's parents are Stanford lawyers. Like, give me a break. They just quit their jobs. Like, who cares? FTX is probably like meant fraudulent trading, and then, whatever X means. Did I see that TikTok on Oprah? No. So, no, I haven't yet. But I do want to talk about Phil G, who did a Q&A on a rapid fire on December 7th. And thank you, Andrea, again, for sending me the link and info. It's worth the watch because there's a lot of interesting information that you guys always ask me. And I got to tell you, a lot of that information that he's telling you, I had it confirmed at the beginning of the year. There's a lot of information, not necessarily who he was working with, but just about certain things that are happening are now all coming true. So everyone who thinks everything has happened for a reason, and the ending isn't for everybody. Like, I think we're all going to be surprised, and a lot of us are going to be, whatever. Okay, so watch that if you haven't. The second thing I want to say is there is another the civil court case that has to do with, I can't say the word, the things that people go do on November 3rd. And that civil court case has nothing to do with fraud. It has to do with other stuff. So there's also a link. I said, please watch this 37 minutes worth the minutes to watch. Watch that too. So there's also a little tiny short video, 2 or 3 minute long video from this lovely English fellow, I think. And he talks about the 18th. Now, normally I don't like the date things or whatever, but this is some interesting things that he brought up, and I had to concur. First, where the World Cup's being played is Qatar. What does it start with? Well, when's the finale? On the 18th. What's the number that come before and after? And what significance do they have to us? I don't know. That would be kind of cool. It's also the holy day, the holiest days of the year, apparently. So, my other thing that I had thought of just yesterday is that yesterday was 12/12 portal, and we're moving into a new shift. And last night there was a lot of jets and flights over our city in Calgary here. And then when you go and look at the flight trackers, it's like, yeah, everybody's going to somewhere sooner or later. And the GITMO. And yeah, I think a lot of things have been done at a greater level. So, yes, we are watching a bit of a movie, but we're also seeing things in real time. Yeah, I think it is an exhausting movie, but I think also we have to keep in mind all the military that have been fighting for 60, 70 years, 70 years plus, right? So I keep them in my thoughts and prayers, and also I'm still really manifesting all the children to be returned to their rightful parents. So um, that's really important to me, is manifestation of these higher timelines of abundance, all the children returned home to their loving families, and I can't even believe all of this stuff is going on. It's just so fabulous. The awesome thing is, okay, so I have a friend who's not in the know like we were, took the other timeline. Okay, I'll just describe that. Took the other timeline in the last few years. And we were talking about which dump of Twitter was in. They turned around and like, oh, it's number 4. I was like, that was the day before yesterday. And I was like, oh, okay, so now we are talking about people's consciousness being cracked open. And and this is what all these people's job is. Like, we're all doing that to each other. So even when I was on vacation, I was red pilling people here and there. Like, not entirely a huge lot, but I was like trying to tell people, like, yeah, there's stuff going on even in our city, you know? And, um, oh, good. I hope so. Yeah, I think it's, like, so I was just looking at the comments, hoping it's coming sooner than later, and heard Junior is coming out soon, and oh yeah. So I'll tell you this cards that I did before I went to the before I went to the rally. I pulled some cards while I was talking this morning, and I'll just pull them out. Disruption. I'm gonna do more cards. Death. The butterfly. Trust. Yes, I'm on Telegram at Raven Moonstone Art, all one word. And the king, which is justice. So, yeah, it was hilarious. But there's been a lot of confirmations to a lot of things that, I don't know, predictions or information, intel, I don't know, downloads, whatever, that are coming to fruition. So, I got one card there. And so that's exciting. Yeah, contact me. And thank you to people who want to send me gifts right now. I really am super grateful. However, as I said, I'm kind of living out of a suitcase right now, so I don't have a lot of room for stuff right now, stuff and things. I just don't. So, what are your thoughts if we have like a catch up? My son hit me with a shock the other night. He wants me to sign up. He wants to sign up for the army. Oh, yeah, I empathize. As you know, my oldest son is in the military. He seems to be doing pretty well, better than before, which is good. And if you listen to that Phil G, you'll hear a lot of things that are going to make you feel better in the rapid fire questions. Like things that I'm been trying to tell. Yeah, if Godzilla. Well, this is what I really think about vibrations and aliens and ETs and stuff like that. So I do believe the portals are here. I do believe that once we go through the 4D truth vibration, then there's going to be, like, of course, the people that are in, like, all 5D, and then they can use their consciousness to go ever and be um, galactic ambassadors, if you will. Kind of like multipass, you've got the right spiritual DNA, you've learned your lessons here on Earth, yada, yada, yada. And then they let you go to their planets or whatever it is. That's kind of my theory, but what do I know? I just think we're all getting love and all these things, and people, please stop talking about chemtrails. Stop it. I think I even told you in 2020 I took a picture and they look like DNA helixes. Like it was a silver stream and it kind of disappeared. And I don't think you want to see what's going on up there. There's a reason some of this stuff is keeping us in our houses. It's supposed to be minus 31 here again this weekend. Grody. Like, honestly, it was beautiful where I went. It was so nice. It was snowing, but it was like those nice snowy fluffy chunks. You could make a snowman. Risk. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. We got the risk card before. That's risking everything you know. I think for the good of the cause. Ooh, the water fairy, which is all about your feelings and emotions. So, the dog, which is unconditional love. I think we're going to be triggered. That's what risk is all about, the triggering. Oh, and the earth fairy, grounding. So, I had a friend ask me this because they feel like they're coming out in and out, like in a vibration out of their body a little bit. And that's what the grounding is all about. Like, so before went to the rally, I walked, and then when I came back, I walked because it gets rid of everything. Like, I don't have any vibration towards the guy with the skullet. Like, I wish you light and love. And I was, in fact, yelling that at him, like, after I said he was probably a pedo. This is how I deal, okay? Don't attack me, bro. I won't attack you. So it's funny. Anyways, this is the generation to change things. Oh, I don't know. I'm only say that my hubby think we, whoops, made to be indoors. I take it you with the snow. Don't go anywhere. Yes, I don't go anywhere if you're prone to falling either. That's not healthy. It's not healthy vibes. I know I have my spills every once in a while. And it is up to us to just be about unconditional love right now. Like, I'm trying not to be judgmental even of the police. I was like, if you're not a bad person, you're not going to suffer military tribunals. You won't have to worry about same day executions. If you haven't done crimes against humanities, you have nothing to worry about. On the other hand, you dirtbags who have, you should be worried. And yeah, so there's lots stuff going on, just so much. So get out there and basically be that unconditional love and light for all of these people who are struggling. I know I have, even in my own family, it's not necessarily a struggle, it's just like people are coming to some conclusions, and we have to be there for them. We just have to be there for them. But the one thing we need to be manifesting is abundance and reunification and love. Love, 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 love. Love is always the answer. Love and above. If it's not love, you know, it's not gonna stick. And that's why I think like things like forgiveness and always have like that, maybe even a shame or guilt attached to it. Just let it all go. We are here. We made it this far. We've had to do what we had to do to get here. So appreciate it. And like all I saw in that creeper's eyes today was panic. Panic. And I thought it was a good indication of things to come. The people on this planet that are doing bad deeds to people are panicking. And I mean panicking. If they have 99.9% of underground cleaned up, they've got nowhere to go. So this is about children who are still remaining in foster care in these homes, being held hostage, kidnapped. You got it. You named it. Like what I'm talking about. So please do some investigation. Oh, here comes Mr. Oliver. He wants to make another appearance. Come on, buddy. Come say hi. There's big buddy Oliver. Say hi, everybody. He's looking at himself. Oh, hi. Yeah, he's coming for some love and snuggles. Yeah, I don't have my favorite house coat on that he wears, so but he comes to give me some suckling cuddles all the time, which is totally soothing. So I'm glad that it's a borrowed cat too. It's not the house cat. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're so sweet. I'm not borrowed. You belong here. Don't worry. It's okay, buddy. I love you no matter what. And your brother, too, who never wants to talk to me. Axel does not like me at all. Well, he let me pick him up yesterday and give him a cuddle or two. So, but anyways, I love you guys all. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves and make sure you're getting plenty of water, plenty of rest, and keeping calm. Like, don't let anybody rattle you. I didn't even let that guy rattle me. I just thought he was kind of funny. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm hitting you with my braid. It's annoying. Okay, well, I better go. Take care, everybody. Light and love.